What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another PTS video. Today's video is going to be all about incoming repairs. What happened to incoming repairs? Has it been changed? And it has been changed quite significantly, guys. So previously, or in the live game now, incoming repairs actually increases talent values. It increases some certain gun talents as well, not on your gear but on your guns. Specialization, armor kits, it would buff it. So for example, incoming repairs in the live game would increase the armor healing or armor repair of clutch. It would actually increase the armor gain from unbreakable, anything like that. It would also, like on the firewall specialization, the special armor kit, it would really amplify it and give you way more healing. So incoming repairs worked on all of those elements, but now they have actually completely changed it, because also in the live game, incoming repairs, even though it didn't state and it had a UI problem, incoming repairs on your healing skills would actually increase the healing that you receive towards yourself, as it says incoming. It was a bit shady because the UI had a bug, and then sometimes the values weren't efficient and it wouldn't work that well. The values changed from the one day to the next. I kept getting different values, but it seems as though they've kind of cleared that up now. They fixed the UI bugs, but here's the thing: incoming repairs has been completely nuked. It has been destroyed. It has been bombed. It no longer works with all of these talents or the specialization armor kits. And for example, like efficient used to be a big problem. If you used to proc an armor kit, it wasn't efficient that was the problem. It was people stacking incoming repairs to amplify efficient values. So that is all gone. If it works no longer with any talents or the armor kits, it only works with your skills. And I want to demonstrate that to show you guys an example. And I've kind of formulated a build here to give me a chance to accurately showcase this. So let me explain. I've just literally got a 2-piece 511, which can I state that the incoming repairs values of the 2-piece has been increased. It used to be, I think, 15%. Now it is 20%. Same goes with the R&K. It's now 20%. So if you want to make a self-healing build, this will work so well. So remember, they've changed it. Incoming repairs, the only thing it does now is increase the healing of your skills towards yourself. So I've made this build. It's got maxed out crit chance. Now there's a reason for that, and I'm going to use the fast firing fast hands SMG so we can reload quick. And I've got 3 blue mod slots. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare what it looks like with incoming repairs being at 94%, seeing if that actually increases the healing, and then when I take off the mods, it should be about 40%. So that will be an accurate reading, because if I change my gear pieces, it could alter the outcome of it, because clutch works with crits, so it might change the outcome. So we're going to try and mitigate that as much as we can. But clutch is going to be a great way of testing this, because let me showcase this to you guys. If you don't know how clutch works, quickly let me go over it. So basically, clutch heals you up. If you're below 15% armor, it heals you up to 15% of your armor. So that's how it works. If you don't get a kill, it'll only heal you to 15% of your armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our armor up to 15% and then just start firing mags into the same target, and we should get a pretty good representation of the incoming repairs on clutch. Kills allow you to repair up to 100%. So once we get a kill on the target, we can actually heal unlimited all the way up to full armor. But depending on how good the healing is, or the RPM or whatever, depending on how well that will work. So it's 4 to 10 seconds. So it's based on a number of red attributes. So in this build, we actually do have only 2, because I don't want to heal full armor, because that would be possible if we stacked all red, but we don't want to do that. I just want to showcase the healing element, so that's why I've only got 2 reds. So I feel like this is going to be a very good test. So the first test is going to be clutch with 94% incoming repairs. This will give us a indication of how almost maxing out your incoming repairs, what effect clutch can do. This is how we're going to do it, guys. So we're going to be using the SMG here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to damage myself below 15%. So we get an accurate reading. So remember, clutch will now take us up to 15% armor, which it has. It's about 4 little squares and a bit. Then we're going to damage the enemy just on the brink of death. And then from there, we're just going to fire bags and see, we're going to count how many bars we actually fill up. I think that's an accurate representation. So there we go. Keep firing, just keep firing. We should get another mag in. And then that's it, 2 full mags. So as you can see, we have got 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 3.3 and a little bit. So that's 3.3 and a little bit. So let's have a look and remove the incoming repairs from this. Removed, removed, and removed. Okay, so let's have a look and see what our incoming repairs. Now, there should be about 40%, if I'm not mistaken. 40% incoming repairs. And we're going to do the exact same test without altering any of our gear pieces to kind of see exactly what's happening with incoming repairs. So I'm going to try to keep it as close as possible to the 15%. There we go. Let's have a look. So that has taken us to the exact same point as what it was previously. We're going to give him to the brink of death. And then we're going to do the exact same test. Firing away. Back on it quick with fast hand. Got a full mag in there again. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So the previous value that we got was 3 bars, 3 squares, and a little bit. This was 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and a little bit. And we've got less incoming repairs. So that is actually perfect. Now, obviously, the difference was due to maybe my gun critting slightly more, or me putting in slightly a small amount more of bullets into the enemy. So I think that's why we got the difference. But it's perfect because that was actually more healing than with full incoming repairs. So less incoming repairs, I actually healed more. So that's a perfect representation of that incoming repairs does not work anymore on these talents, which is sad because I really enjoyed clutch, and I'm glad I got to show you guys this. Now let's go for the next test, which is going to be just using this straight up simple chem launcher with no incoming repairs. So remember, we've got 40%. Let's have a look again. 40%, and this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to damage myself to a certain point. So we're going to just take ourselves with 0 armor, then we're going to drop a chem. That will start healing our armor, not our health, remember. And then we're just going to see how many bars it actually fills. So that's 1 bar and a little bit of a square. 1 bar and a little bit of a square. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to put these bad boy mods in here and see what difference it can make. Okay, so there we go. So now we currently have, we went from 40% to 94% incoming repairs. Let's have a look and see when we drop our chem down. So as you guys can see, it was a bit more. Now, obviously, my repair skills are nothing, and I don't really have a very good amount of it, but it's quite interesting. I think if you stacked more yellows, you would obviously get way more of an increase. It scales with how many yellows you get, but I just wanted to showcase that it actually does increase the healing of your chem launcher. Yeah, it works pretty well. Okay, so what I've done now is I've kind of put a little bit of a hybrid build on. Well, not really. I've just put 2 healing elements. So we have got 20% on the one piece repair skills. Let's just call it about 20% there. So that's 40% plus another 20. So that's 60%. So 59.5% in total repair skills. And let's have a look and see if, you know, just under 60% repair skills. Let's have a look and see if that will make a significant difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these mods off. And let's have a look and see if the scaling really does work way better, because as you can see, if you're not running yellows, it's kind of not really worth it, or you're not running repair skills on your build, it's not really worth it. So once again, we are currently at incoming repairs. It's going to be 20%. We've taken them all off. Same test as before. We're just going to remove our armor. There we go. Perfect. We're going to drop this beautiful chem. We do have skill duration, so it might actually heal us fully. I don't think it will. That's why I didn't go for full yellows. So no incoming repairs. We've got 2 bars and 2 squares. So 2 bar, 2. So a bar, if you guys didn't realize, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So each bar. So that's 2 bars and 2 squares. Let's have a look and see. Let's do this again. 2 bars and 2 squares. Now we're going to go ahead and put the incoming repair mods on. And let's see. Now remember, don't let me forget because my memory is terrible. 2 bars and 2 squares. Go down. I think I've got a 17 one there. There we go. So previously we had 40%. It is now 74%. So a significant increase. 2 bars and 2 squares is what we got previously. Some more incoming repairs. Let's see. We've already passed it. We have gone way past it. So that is 3 bars and 2.5 squares. So that's pretty good. That's just over a full bar. So that's really good. So as you guys can see, I would say that incoming repairs, if you want to speculate, if you want to spec this into a healer build, you need to make sure you have repair skills as it scales higher with it. That's obvious because the Chem Launcher has been amplified by the skill tiers, but I would say, you might get clever and think, well, I'm just going to use a DPS tank build and then just put incoming repairs in my Chem Launcher. It doesn't work that well. I would recommend still at least giving yourself 1 or 2 skill tiers, but obviously there are other weapons in the game that will allow you to achieve these skill tiers, which could give rise to many different types of hybrid builds like the Future Perfection, which gives you 3 skill tiers. So you could have 3 yellows, 3 reds, for example, and then you'll be able to actually get 6 yellows whilst still having 3 reds. So talents like this are going to make the game so much more versatile and give us a lot more options. So yeah, that's going to be it for this little incoming repairs guide. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, well, like I always say, it's not perfect. It's just my opinion, and I feel like the testing really worked well. Incoming repairs does only increase your healing skills, nothing else. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, agents.